Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Rayman Origins. It's time to move on to the fifth world of the game, Mystical Pique. I hope your interest is... well, you know. Got a nice little chant here on the world map. Well, I say nice anyway. To be honest, it drives me nuts. So right off the bat, the game tries to pull one over on you. There is a secret to your immediate left. It's really quite easy, but if you fail to take out any of those livid stone enemies on your way down, there are those bouncy platforms you can use to travel back up. You can't really fail that one. Introducing friendly tentacles, and whoops, well, better get that lumking bonus, although it's kind of pointless as you're gonna see. Not a whole lot of treasures to get here. To get that coin you need to ground stomp. If you don't, the tentacles will close in and they will nab you, making you lose the coin in the process. Say hello to our final nymph of the game, Hell in a Handbasket. You know the drill by now. There's another coin guarded by nightmare tentacles. Ground stomping is once again required to reach it in time. You can probably tell what our power-up for this world is going to be. Once you have the power-up, you can take some alternate paths in the chase sequence. But I'll show that off when it's time. Another sort of pointless lumking bonus. I'd rather save some time here and get the coin on the way up. By the time we're done with this, we'll have quite enough of lumps. And we've reached the end. That wasn't such a big whoop. Just need to lure that dark tune to the middle and we can claim our final power-up in the game. Wall running is one of my favorite abilities in the game. It's self-explanatory in that you just run towards the slope and Rayman will take care of the rest. Much like it says in the text box at the bottom, so I don't know why I'm explaining this to you. You can also jump off walls while running on them, which is another invaluable speedrunning tool later on. The Red Wizards really don't appreciate you punching them after they've been captive, and they will slap you right back. Guess I can't blame them for that. Well, we have a nice little mini-game coming up here. Guess I'll take the spot closest to the door. Do you mind? Idiot. So you press up and down in rhythm with these guys, and doing it correctly will net you some lumps. Once you've done it for a while, you get stuck in limbo, apparently. Well, that's never happened before. I can't do anything, I can only keep pressing up and down. Fun and riveting as it is, I think I'll just restart the level, since it seems there's not much else we can do at this point. Well, that was weird. Guess I'll avoid punching those guys this time. Must have angered the gods of the Glades or something by doing that. Let's do this the way we're supposed to do it. So we'll keep doing this little dance here. It doesn't really affect anything. Even if you stand perfectly still, the outcome is the same, and the door will open. But you do get some lumps out of doing this, so might as well. Guess it's safe to punch them now. So that's how you want to play, huh? Well, I got something in store for you here. What the? Did you see that? Okay, there's something really weird going on around here. Oh crap, I think I killed one of them. And that guy's freaking out. Calm down! Uh-oh. Crap, anyone see me? Okay, I'm out of here. Well, these guys don't seem to care. You know why? Because they're a bunch of fakirs. So we enter a cave section, and we get a lot of use out of our newly found power-up, which is nice. That coin up there? Just jump off next to the tentacle and you'll get it. If you miss it, you can always restart the room by killing yourself. I suppose you could bubbleize some of those dark tunes to get up there, but it's probably really difficult to do, if not downright impossible. So you're best off doing it the way they intended. It's probably worth mentioning that if you encounter a curve like this, you can keep pressing in the same direction all the time and Rayman will take care of the rest. Just be sure to take out the ice blocks with your attacks, because if you come to a halt, Rayman will fall down and there's not much you can do about that. Also, from here on out, whenever you see a slope, you should try running against it, because it will usually take you either to a pickup, or in this case, our second secret room. Watch out below! Whoops, didn't mean to fall off. Guess I should go away before that thing rolls back. We actually need to ride the wheel to the cage. Since the wall on the right sticks out a bit at the top, and therefore it prohibits you from simply running up the wall. It's not a big deal though. So much for that, we got both of the Electoons. Wow, that was impressive. Nobody saw that, right? Wow, those Dark Toons really want a piece of that guy on the left. It's just not a good day to be a red wizard. But you know, I don't feel the least bit sorry for them. Serves them right for excommunicating Glowbox. Ask me, they had it coming. Some of you probably noticed, but there's a coin, partially hidden by the foreground here. It's rather easily missed if you pay attention to all the stuff that's going on the screen. Well, there's a neat front door design. You don't have to worry about leaving your keys home. Of course, you're also inviting all sorts of miscreants inside. And we have way more than we need for the Lump King. I'm sorry, for the Lump Metal. Just need to roll this wheel to get the vine close up. I'm not actually sure if you really need the vine for this. It looks as if you could jump off the wheel and just hover your way over to the enemies, but I never really tried it, so don't take my word for it. Well, that's done. And we move a little bit higher up to mystical monkeys. Now the question on everybody's mind, of course, is what monkeys, and what's so mystical about them? Don't worry, you'll have your answer by the end of the level. Oh, hello. A bag of goodies, right at the start. I suppose this is where the game tells you that slopes can also hold all sorts of good stuff, in case you didn't figure it out on the first level by yourself. Whoops. I almost forgot a bag down here. It's not worth much, but since we're doing all this, I might as well pick everything up. The coin right here is most easily acquired, I think, by doing a simple running jump, hovering a little bit, and then jumping off the wall next to it. I made a dash at the beginning there, but I don't think it's actually necessary. And slopes mean pickups. I hope you guys like ice, because from here on out just about any outdoor segment will have it. The ice physics are still the same as ever, but there are also some ice-free platforms here, which is nice. We have a new enemy here called the Stone Man, and many experts believe the best way to deal with them is by not letting them throw stuff in your face. Thankfully, you can redirect their rocks right back at them. That is, if you're facing the right direction, of course. Oh, and that coin I picked up? You actually need to press down on the ropes to get it. You can't backtrack your way up there. You could also do a dive dash downwards, but that also means you'll be missing out on the Munkeys bonus, so it's not the ideal way to get it. The game is really feeling murderous in this world. It just wants to squish each and every living stone you come across. Not that I'm complaining. It just seems a little overkill. Out of morbid curiosity, and because I have way too much time on my hands, I actually tried to scale the wall to the left here. Unfortunately, it turns out there's only death in wait for you there. No treasures, no secrets, no funny level glitches. But nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? There's a pretty striking difference in the outdoor and cave segments of this level. Whereas on the outside there's all that trumpet racket going on, those lumps chanting away. The caves feel pretty placid in comparison. I gotta say I kind of prefer it this way. Well, that was an easy coin, after all we've gone through. You want to start running immediately on the next screen, because enemy patterns are preordained. It's also good to keep in mind that you can keep punching while you're running onto walls. It really helps a lot with those rocks. You could also take out stone men by just punching them in the face. Just as any other enemy, it makes no difference how you take them out. They were a lot more difficult to deal with in the original Rayman, where you only had a small window to attack them. And even if you punched them, they would eventually come back to life. So they really nerfed them in this one. Whoops, I actually went a little bit too far there. There's actually a secret down here. Don't want to miss that. I really like this secret, but you gotta have to be careful here, because sometimes one of those rocks can get stuck in the environment. Pow! Right in the kisser. No reason to watch all that again. Let's just cut to the chase here. There, that's more like it. Hold on, let me try something here. Okay, that's more like it. I knew that was doable, but I just missed the timing on my first go, I guess. Ubisoft once again going for realism here. We got an elevator that's entirely powered by punches. Of course, it also drops dark tools on your head, so you kind of have to be careful about this. That was pretty close. And since that was so much fun, let's do it again. We got a pretty tricky coin here. I think it's the trickiest in the entire world, probably the trickiest we've seen so far. You have to get the elevator to a correct position, so you can jump back on it once you've picked up the coin. I swear it's a lot trickier than it looks here. Whatever, I'll just leave those lumps. We have enough by now. Well, that was a lot easier than it looked. If you immediately start running once you reach the final screen, those rocks will never hit you as they are thrown in the same direction each time. I gotta say, I'm really glad they powered down those stone men for this game. If this was Rayman 1, we'd probably have spent 5 minutes in that last screen alone. Speaking of minutes, it's taken us 15 to clear just the first 2 levels in the world, so I think it's a good time to wrap things up. Next up, we have a bridge level, which is actually a lot of fun, so I'll see you guys next time. What's that? The Munkeys? Oh right, I never really explained that, did I? Well, we're almost out of time here, but to put it briefly, the Munkeys are